kind of touches on what the brother said. When I was doing my research, there was one other component I think is very significant, and that was knowledge of Black history. And Brother Kareem, you touched on it, and as an African American Studies major, that was kind of what basically changed my whole life. And I would like to just hear from you guys about the importance of knowing history, of knowing Black history. I think a lot of people take it for granted. But tell us how important it is.
Well, as I said, I can only speak for myself, and thank you. Right there, man. The only thing the way I can explain it is like this. It's a spiritual journey.
It is. Amen. It is.
And when you're absent of identity, I felt like I was going through a spiritual death. Future, and I saw a purpose in my life, and I realized I didn't come here to volunteer anymore. I wear a crown on my head, and I think everybody should look at it. Everybody should look at it the exact same way. Right. So that's the importance of looking towards your history or past years. Thank you.
Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have more questions than time.
Excuse me, sir. I think he wanted to answer also that question.
Oh, yes. I want to address the question of what does the meaning of history mean to the Black man. I don't like the term Black history because there's a very good book by Richard Moore. It's entitled "The Meaning of the Word Negro and Its Evil Origins." And within the context of Africanness, the Africans never had a problem with the word black because that's what their country meant anyway. It was called the black people of the black land, even though white Egyptologists refute that by saying that in the hieroglyph they were talking about dirt and not people. But if you went to the original hieroglyph, you see a black coal bar, which represented the land, and then you see a symbol of a man and woman next to it, the black people of the black land. The meaning of history for the black man is really important because it gives him a sense of who he is. I am Minden. I'm from the Mende tribe of Sierra Leone. We travel from East Africa into West Africa. And many of the countries in West Africa, which were unknown to black people at that particular time, for example, Sierra Leone is one, Liberia is another. See, all these were European named countries. But among black people, they always knew who they were. The problem is our children don't know who they are.
Yes, sir.
So black people have always been spiritual people, not religious people. We are a spiritual people. And so when we inculcate those spiritual values into our children, it gives them a sense of who they are. But you have to know who you are. You have to go back and get those original, go back to the original source and reclaim your own identity.